So, hello. Uh, Good to see you all again. This is for seminar two. I have finished my seminar one, and I do believe that is a good start in my mind. It's my ever first seminar, just like I told you guys. So I do believe they covered well and they really chatted. So it's gonna be number two for another 2 hour seminar in principal marketing for the environmental analyze in the marketing strategy. So let's go started. Before we start on, tomorrow is January 28th. So in the lunar calendar, there will be the start from the next generation, or can I say next year. So that is a spring festival. You can say like Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year, something like that. You know what I mean? So I have already bought lots of like a Chinese or Taiwanese traditional candies, and also from Wang Wang, Wang Wang, right? Biscuits. So I bought lots of like trees for them. So before all the things started, I divide the group into six, which is not divided into last seminar because we divide by generation, boy and girls in last seminar. But our supervisor told me that will bring lots of problems if we continue doing so. So I start to doing the traditional way, or kind of like a normal way, to putting people into one and six. So after they setting to the groups, yep. So I will tell them the technical marketing tools because one I will asking some like a Chinese student to talk what is mean by Wang. The Wang means get you rich. That is a verb in Chinese accent. That means get you rich. So what mean by Wang Wang? It's just like tick to Kit Kat, something like that. That is a one traditional and really classic tactical marketing tools that called the reduplication. Follow me, reduplication. Okay, so that is mean the repeats in the similar sounding word or the repetitions in the sounding words. So double get you rich. They'll bring another like a effect that is called the anchoring effect. Anchoring effect. So what does that mean by anchoring? You are running a boat, right? If you are running a boat, you will find you will not stop because the like a flow of the rivers, flow of the ocean will be continuous, right? So what is mean by anchoring? That is using on the boat or the ships. The anchor is a really heavy thing to drop into the water to make your boat stop. That is called anchoring. So that is really classic marketing tools using anchoring because the one means get you rich. That is emotional anchor to some of the Chinese guy, which is people like a lucky and get you rich from the Chinese culture. So that is also the anchoring effect, isn't it? Just when we talk about like a Debius diamonds, they try to bind the like a few like forever or infinity with the diamonds. So that is why like a boys would buy the diamond for the girls when we're getting wedding, isn't it? So that is called anchoring effect. So which pastel element is Wang using? Give me a guess. Well, they were doing some like guess, and I will say they are using the social culture way, isn't it? So that is go from the another side. So we get started from here. Well, for your team presentation, there will be a prize for the best presentation in seminar group. So introduce yourself in the group and how is the week and share with your friends. Let's go team building mini activity one. I have already printed the papers, right? So then start with a story with one sentence. Once upon a time, our team was given a mystery challenge of blah blah blah. So each team members add one sentence to continue the story for at least 4 to 5 seconds and report it back. The second one is speech brainstorming. I have already printed out, so it is gonna be this one because we divide the group into not this one. I have already divided groups into 6, I believe. Yeah, I do believe I've already divided group into the 6, so I've added one over here. That is, beside of this one, right? I add another one because it only 5 questions. I added one. It's called when the new casino has opened or started in the center of Bristol. So you are given a job to like a marketing this one, right? So what will you process? So that is really speed up in the brainstorming, isn't it? So let's go with another 2. So you will give like one question on each group each and spend 3 minutes and generate as many creative and outside the book solutions as possible. Remember, no judgment or logical, pure idea generations. Then spend 2 further minutes to picking up your 2 ideas and report it back. Okay, so that is a you can just do the screenshot when I show the photo of the speed activities, big like brainstorm activities. Then we go to the teaching timetables. Let's just open it wide, isn't it? Better to see that, right? So we start from here. Okay, so pastel, right? So what is the pastel? Pastel is building with like 6 letters. So I will ask what is pastel, and can someone give me the pastel? What is stand for pastel, right? So what we have to understand that pastel is using the business and marketing planning, and can help organizations to spot the business opportunities and help the organizations anticipate the potential threats. So we're getting this 6 element entire. Okay, the political, economical, social, cultural, technical, legal, and what is that called? It's just like an environmental, isn't it? So your group, one person from each team, come up and pick 2 elements of the pastel for you analyze, and use our school, the University of Bristol, to conduct an analyzing along the chosen 2 elements. Oh, it will take really long time in our mind because the University of Bristol, that is a large talk, and each of the team, because we got 6 group, right? Each of the team should choose one. So for some of the people are choosing like a legal, or some like say choosing the political. That will be a little bit hard, but I will give them some like suggestions, just like political, right? Political, we are not talking about the school political. We're also talking about the whole government, like they are jumping out of Europe, isn't it? So they will like attract more like a international students, like from like East Asia, like from South Americans as part. Then so I do believe that is a good practice in my mind. Okay, so how was that for you? Is that tired? Are you feeling tired? You can do some exercise with me. So we're gonna stand up and do like a movement with a trunk movement. One say yummy. So they turn around and say yummy. Okay. That is just like a joke or something, to getting the atmosphere a little bit better, because they are doing like a in the start day of the Spring Festival or Lunar New Year. You stay in the class from 6 p.m. to 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. That will be really tired. So let's go with this one. That is a challenge also from Donald Trump, and I choose that one because that is I do think that will be a little bit like close to the last seminar I showed them. They're also selling water, but this one is bottled water. The last one is like a pure, I don't know, it's a pure lemonade with ice, and then so this one I do think that will like give us an option to do some like a practice into the pastel and also in the Porter 5 Power in the next page. So yeah, so that is the challenge, is not dividing to the by genders, so that will be better compared with the last one. So yeah, So they are like they will spend like a 10 or 13 minutes in my mind, 13 minutes, not 30, right? 13 minutes to watching those videos. They are trying to sell the water to some like a conference, some like a stadium, some to the individuals like a what I say, to a restaurant or something. It is called a retailer places. So I will also show them after this one. Uh, that is called a supply chain, right? So if you are manufacturing the water, you will give them to the distributor. So the distributor will give to some like a lower level distributor, just that like they are distributors, but they got the water, and they will given them to the next level distributor, and they will offer it to the wholesaler, and or they can directly sell to the retailer and to the customers, right? So that is supply chain. And I will ask them, what is the difference between the distributor and the wholesaler? They all selling the things into a really low prices. So what is the difference? And they will like take a guess or something, and I will show them the wholesaler is work to satisfy. We can say to work for the retailer and the supplier, retailer and people's like customers, isn't it? So the distributor are only work for the brand or manufacturers. That is a main difference. So we go back to the Porter 5 force. I think that is really important because that's been a really long time, isn't it? Into this one, and what is a Porter 5 force useful? Then in the like a pastel that work for the macro, so this is for micro, for like competitiveness of the industry. So what is a each element entire, you can say the threat of the new entrance, the bargaining power of the suppliers, or bargaining power of buyers, and threat of the substitutes. Sorry. So in your team, one person from each group come up, and one element of 5 force framework come up, and one element of framework. Okay, doesn't matter. So use Trump mice, Trump corn, and the apple to conduct analysis around the choose element and the 5 force framework. So we start from the Trump mice, right? Trump mice, we're just watching the videos. So the Trump mice are doing the computation. We're doing compared, discuss whether each element is high, moderated, you can say mid or low in the competitions, in the bargaining power of supply, bargaining power of buyers, the threat of subsidies, and sorry, the threat of the substitutes, and threat of the new entrants. So we got the answer because the water industry are really high, like Ivan from the VGS Smart Water. So competitions are really high. So bargaining power of suppliers are moderated to high. So what is my mean by moderated to high? That is suppliers, because the trauma is relied on suppliers of quality water sources, right? So when suppliers are plentiful, the need of the premium packaging and material for high-end product increases their leverage, especially in the case of the raw material shortage of the price difference. So they'll be moderated to high. If we are like positioning to the really top brand, the bargaining power of the buyers are moderated to high because they got different thing to choose, right? Have a number of the choice in the bottled water, making it easy to swing the price, and then the threat of the subsidized to high, threat of the substitutes is high because the bottom of the because the bottom of the water faces strong competition from the substitutes like the tap water, the filter waters, and other barricades like sodas, right? The energy drinks. So that is not unique, but the threat of the new entrants in the moderate. What am I moderate? because the barriers entering the bottled water is relatively low, but the premium market requires a significant brand, like a marketing investment. No one can have a similar like a influencers compared with say American boss, or you can say American. It's called like a. It's not like a chairman's or the. It's more like a princess or the boss, isn't it? So it's not only like a president. It's already been a signal to something. So that is the reason we also talk about it. Donald Trump that really recently ventured into the cryptocurrency space by launching their own like a meme coin. It's called Trump coin. So in one day, Trump has been rises by like a 40,000 percentage. That's really high changes. So we'll discuss whether it is high, moderate, or low. So the competition is high, of course. Yeah, because of the different price of the coins, different coins, isn't it? And we also talk about the suppliers, supplier burden of the power of the suppliers. Well, we were talking about suppliers. We're using different platform to analyze and to publish, isn't it? So it's gonna be low. So the bargaining power of the buyers, I do think that will be high because we got different options, right? You can choose either. The substitutes is high. So the new entrance is moderate and low. What does that mean? Because I do think there will be lots of like a new entrant, but it's not easily replicable, right, by a new entrant. Replicable by the new entrant. So yeah, we're just finishing here. We're doing the same one, isn't it? Okay, so that is not a good one. I have to delete this. Trump. Yeah, delete this. Dun. Okay. Oh. 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 Okay. So we're going back to the original pages, which is Apple, right? Apple, we got competitions really high, bargaining power of suppliers, which is high, right? Even multiple suppliers, right? The buyers are relatively low, indicated by the technology industry with consumer having a low control over them. Can of course switch brands, but Apple consumers tend to be a high brand loyalty. Mm-hmm. Another thing is about the spread of the substitutes is relatively low because it is generate really high. Spread of the new entrants is relatively low. Yeah, brand awareness, that one is really important. Okay, so how does that work for you? Generally critical. Read this one, read this one, read this one, read this one, read this one. Okay, here's the sign. So that will be finished. Sorry, my cat is getting something wrong. So that will be fraction me. So this is the practice we're gonna do. You can take a photo if you want. Okay, so today's object and skills development. In Seminar 3, we'll got a librarian to come to our places and show you how that's relevant to the unit database. Okay, here it is. Thank you for watching. That's it. Thank you.